Hi, it's Alan here from Unique Risk and Financial Services. So carrying on with our series, Myth Mondays, this is part 2. Now typically one of the other myths that we hear quite a lot is that the more insurance I have, the better protected I am. Unfortunately, this is not always the case. People or agents, brokers and so on are often forced to sell to targets as well as to either some type of expectation. Certain insurers or providers will also provide incentives if certain things are sold. This is true across the board. So be it medical, life, pet insurance, short-term, whatever the case may be, the same principle typically applies. What we'd like to say is it's not about the quantity. It really is about the quality of the cover that you have. You can have every bell and every whistle, but unfortunately, if you don't actually need it, then you're wasting your money. And if it's not correctly done, when the loss occurs, you potentially may not have the cover that you were actually led to believe that you do. So get someone who you trust, and hopefully that would be Unique Risk and Financial Services, to get involved, give you a second opinion, get a third if necessary, and make sure that you are actually adequately covered for whatever events may occur to your unique business. Because often a generalized policy is sold to a company that may have quite unique risks. So let's get involved, let's assist you, and let's make sure that you don't just fulfill all the quantity expectations of insurance, but you actually have the correct cover, you have all the relevant extensions, and that you also remove those you don't need. No point paying for something you can't or won't use. Let's either keep your insurance the same or reduce it by better utilizing the premium that you are paying and hopefully reducing it. So let's get it better and hopefully cheaper without costing you any cover. And in fact, let's improve and let's extend whatever existing covers you currently have. One of the other myths we often encounter is that the general liability section or the public liability section of an insurance policy covers all potential avenues that could lead to litigation. This unfortunately is not accurate. If you provide a product and that product were to cause loss or damage, illness or even death after it having either been used or installed in something else, you perform a service, so your workmanship is now in question and your workmanship is led to loss, damage, injury, whatever the case may be. You could potentially put yourself at risk, yourself as well as your business at risk. There's also things such as directors and officers. Now, this would be relevant if you as a group of directors, there's a CEO, a group of shareholders, whatever the case may be, hold either yourself or the group liable for any financial losses. Could also be for any other types of losses that lead to litigation. Now, what directors and officers will do is they will provide you cover. We can further explain it. My objective is not to sell you something today, but to explain why these types of things are required and why they are not included in your general liability as often is misled or misrepresented to clients. Now, one of the others as well is that your towing, roadside assistance, and related services are normally included in your insurance policy. Now, with some insurers, that is correct. Yes, they are starting to. However, with many, you're still required to buy a VAP, which is a value-added product. Now, what that means is the roadside assistance is typically outsourced and is not provided by the insurance company. So they buy in to a system, if you like, or a group of providers that provides the service, and an additional fee is paid for that. If you don't have it and you were to break down on the side of the road late at night, early in the morning, either your employees, yourself and your family, whatever the case may be, in the vehicle, you could be potentially putting yourself, your life, as well as any assets you may be carrying, and the vehicle at risk. So let's ensure that you have the relevant covers and that you do actually have what you believe and that you hope you have. The other thing, and very importantly, is that often these VAPs, so the towing, the roadside assistance, and even towing following an accident may not always be covered across border unless you, once again, have an insurer that provides those covers, you were correctly advised to take it, and that the vehicle that is involved in an incident is actually covered on that policy and by that specific extension. Now, repatriation is typically one of the clauses that are used in most insurance policies. So that would mean you'd have to bring your vehicle back to the border. So if you get a flat wheel, you're involved in an accident, you have a breakdown, whatever the case may be, your insurance in South Africa may possibly not be able to assist you at all until such time as you bring it to the border. Once at the border, your typical cover kicks in. Now speak to someone, let them help you ensure that you actually have this cover in place, especially if you do go cross border, whether it be the occasional trip, the holiday trip to Mozambique, you have a business that goes to Botswana or Zambia often, you go to Namibia, whatever the case may be. Whatever it is, let's make sure that you are correctly covered. We don't want anyone to be led astray or to be made to feel that they have the right covers or even forced into purchasing something they don't need. Speak to us here at Unique. We are happy to get involved, and we want to ensure that we add value to your business, that we can save you money, and we can better provide the same services and enhance the covers that you currently have. If you need any assistance, please give us a call. We're happy and wanting to help you. Thank you so much, and I look forward to hearing from you all. Bye-bye.